Hi everybody, I'm KK and thank you for tuning in to KK Said What. This is my channel. This is where I express my opinion on something I may have read in the newspaper, checked out on the internet, or watched on television. It's a place where I hope to inspire you to think about your actions or to think about what I've said by commenting after you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to jump right in because I'm excited about this one. A couple of weeks ago, I did an episode titled Who's the Daddy? DNA DIY Paternity Test Kit that went on sale in Boots. Some of you guys may have seen it. I had to do a follow-up on this because it really made me wonder. I wanted to see this paternity test kit. I wanted to know how easy it was to get a hold of this paternity test kit. And I wanted to have some other questions asked, like, was there counseling? Could just anybody go out there and take your DNA and then send this thing off? Anyways, the only way I was going to find out was by doing a little bit of foot research, and that meant by going to the high street, going into Boots, and finding these answers. So in my hand, I keep looking down because I do have the DNA paternity test kit that I was able to purchase for $29.99. Actually, in the Boots that I walked into, it was like 30 pounds and some change. And isn't that a trip? It really does exist. And so it was quite a pleasure to see that it did exist. I went into a few of Boots before I was able to get this one, which I was a bit surprised because Boots is a chain, and I would imagine that if your ads are running in papers like The Sun or The Guardian or what have you, that it would be stocked. You know, you want to meet this demand that you feel is out there because you've gone ahead with Assure DNA and come up with this kit. So I would have thought I would be able to find it very easily, but I wasn't able to find it very easily. I had to do a little bit of footwork. So I went into one, and the woman said to me there that you could find the DNA test kit at one of the larger Boots. So I went into a large Boots in a mall called Westfields in Shepherd's Bush. The people there didn't know what I was talking about, which I find very interesting. So here's a clip of a bit of searching in this particular Boots. And I've taken I made sure I didn't record their faces. I didn't want to put anybody out on the internet that didn't want to be out there. So you won't see my face. You'll hear my voice. You'll hear the store clerk's voice. And I'll be right back at you.
No, you don't know. I was just wondering if you guys seem like you don't even know that Boots is stocking the family planning. I mean, not the family planning, but it's the DNA
paternity
DIY. Isn't that, yeah, paternity test.
We don't do that in the store. I didn't even know that we did do that.
Yeah, it was out in the Sun on the 1st. I did a little bit of working in the press and got a little information on it. It was in the Sun.
In the Sun.
$29.99.
They're obviously not supplying you.
That's the thing. The thing is, they advertise it a couple of months before it actually comes into stock. Was it an advertisement, or did they say it wasn't stock?
No, they said it is on sale today. That was the ad. Not today, on the 1st.
On the 1st
few
of
days
this month.
This week, yeah.
We haven't been briefed at all.
Yeah.
It might come later in the week, but I had no idea. That's actually amazing.
I know. I went to another one on Oxford Street, and they basically she had a lot of information, and she told me that it was going to be in the larger store. So I thought, let me come over here and see if it's here.
We haven't been told whatsoever.
Wow.
It's amazingly scary when you learn first in the Sun.
I know, it is scary when you learn it in the Sun first, but that's the press.
I'm not that easily discouraged. I was not going to allow the fact that one particular Boots and their staff had no idea what I was talking about. I wanted to get a hold of this DNA paternity test kit, so I traveled and went to further 3 Boots until I located one on Oxford Street in their big department store. I found the DNA paternity test kit next to the morning after pill and a chlamydia DIY test kit. Go figure. Check it out.
And it's next to the contraceptive pill, and you can get the chlamydia test kit. So all next to each other.
So who knew, right? It is out there. It's a DNA do-it-yourself paternity test kit that you could pick up at Boots. Well, I did find it, and I found it located on the family planning aisle, where it was next to the morning after pill and the chlamydia test kit, which is also a little DIY test kit. And it just is a testament of what's going on in society today. People are shagging without condoms and getting themselves in situations where they got to find out who the baby daddy is. And there's such a shame that so many people are doing that because they can't afford to find out, but Boots has made it a possibility. Those paternity test kits privately cost upwards of £600. So I guess that's why some people are going on shows like Jeremy Kyle's show or on Maury Povich in America. Whatever the reasons they're doing it, it could be they're looking for attention. The whole celebrity culture. Everybody wants to be a celebrity these days. I don't know. I don't think it's a nice time to be living in for the younger generation, because I think it's this generation, these times are really laced with a lot of confusion. There's a lot of information out there on the World Wide Web, but there's also a lot of images being put out there on the web or on television networks. It seems like everybody just doesn't care. It's all about making that money. It's about those ratings. It's so much about that. And they've lost sight that, television does affect people. It does seep down into our subconscious and make people react certain types of ways, including the youth culture, which is who we really have to be concerned with. Shows like 16 and Pregnant, it glamorizes, as far as I'm concerned, teen sex, teen pregnancy. When I look at that show, I never get the feeling of, wow, I hope this doesn't happen, or wow. It's more like a little bit of insight, a little bit of gossip. It doesn't have the feeling of people being really concerned, and they're putting almost like a docu drama type thing, and helping us see how sad it is. You even have the girls narrating about how they're feeling. Now, I don't really think that that's saying much. I think that's just, it becomes like girlfriends texting each other on their phones. It's just like, and he's not waking up, and I want him to wake up. He's 16 years old. Boys are boys. They haven't even grown up. They can get a hard on, but they haven't even stopped growing at 16 years old. To have high expectations of a boy going out to get a job is just ludicrous. To have these expectations that a girl, after delivering a child, 6 weeks later is going to find the transition back into school life easy, or maybe a bit difficult, is a joke. It is not doing anything, because I really love to know how many of those girls and boys last and go ahead and get their high school education. I doubt it. I doubt a very large percentage do go ahead. I think a large percentage probably drops out of school because it's very difficult. As a parent, I can tell you those first 6, 12, 18 weeks is hardcore. It's like nothing you've experienced before. And to expect a 16-year-old to be able to handle that and to glamorize it on television is wrong. That's my opinion, and that's what my show is about. So whether or not you agree with me or not, make sure you comment by subscribing to my channel. This has been a very moving, very deep episode for me in many different ways. And as you can hear, it's brought a lot of emotion in me. But there is a need, obviously, for the DNA test kit. It's out there. They're selling it on the market at Boots. If you need it, go get it. Call the hotline before you send it off, and they will be able to help you. First and foremost, before you even have to go there, I'm really hoping that you will go out and purchase at Boots the one condom before you get caught up and have to go and get that DNA test kit. Anyways, this has been fantastic. Again, I do love sharing my opinion with you. So thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on twitter.com/kksaidwhat. And I will catch you next time. Ciao for now. Take it easy.